Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Iroka Purpose Uchechi. I'm that 21st century teacher, and I have been sharing valuable tips on what you can do as a parent to help your child do better at school, what you can do as a teacher to also work with parents to bring out the best in these children. So the other day, I was watching a video on Instagram actually, and I saw that a teacher cut the hair of a student because she had warned the child not to bring that kind of style to school. And on that day, she decided to put scissors and cut the child's hair. So the parents came back angrily. The word is not angry. They came back fiercely to fight the teacher. The mother of the girl tore the teacher's dress, and the father told the teacher a lot of things. So what can you do as a teacher or as a school owner if a child consistently flouts the school rules or regulation, or the child consistently dresses in a way that is not in line with your school uniform or code of dressing? What can you do? Should you go ahead and take laws into your hands, or what are the steps you can take? So the first thing is, let the child know that that particular dressing is not part of the school dressing, or that particular hairstyle is not a school hairstyle. For the teenagers who are prone to ask questions, if it's a preschooler, you know that is the fault of the parents. So you simply send an email to the parents, especially the mom, whom you know takes care of the child's hair. We don't put beads on our students' hair because of the hazard it causes. We do not make this style for our children or the students in this school. Explain to the parents, and they would take action. They will do something about it. For preschoolers, you don't need to have a discussion with them because of obviously it is their parents that are making decisions for them. Then for teenagers, those whom you know that they are able to choose styles, or they have started becoming when they are growing, there's this attitude of rebellion that comes up. They are rebellious, they are recalcitrant. So we can have discussions with them. This hairstyle that you brought to school, are you aware that it's not part of our hairstyle? Are you aware that we are not allowed to make this hairstyle to school? Are you aware we are not allowed, students are not allowed to dress this particular way to school, or to apply makeup to school, or to apply nail polish to school and all that? Are you aware of this and that? Have that discussion with that teenager. If the teenager doesn't do anything about it the next day of coming to school, you can take the teenager out of the classroom. The child can be excused from the class. Stay outside the class. There should be a place where you can make out for the child, so that the child does not corrupt the others. Others, if the child remains in the same class with the other students, they will not know what you have done so far to correct that ill or that vice. They will not know what you've done. Take out the child, speak to the child. You can even ask the child to leave the classroom, stay outside the class, so that you will know why you have been asked not to do this. It has some punishments attached to it, and the punishment could just be stay outside the class, since you don't want to obey the school rules and all that. But before this, you can also send an email to the parents. Your child has consistently brought this hairstyle to school, or your child has consistently dressed in this particular way to school. Please do something about it for us. And we are also doing our part. We have told him or her that this is not allowed. It's possible that the parents do not even know that that child is flouting a particular rule in the school. It's possible they do not know. Bring the parents in before you take out some other um, measures towards the child before even taking the child outside the class. Make sure that the parents are aware. Make sure that you've informed the parents about this particular behavior, this particular style of dressing that the child is bringing to school. Then when the parents are aware and you've also given them a particular time to act on this and they are not doing it, when the child comes to school or the child is brought to school, since you've informed them beforehand, you can ask them right there at the gate before they even drop the child. Before they drop the child, ask them right there at the gate, please ma, we have informed you about this hairstyle and all that. Please, we will not accept her in the school today until this is corrected. Kindly take her home, use this hair for her, or kindly adjust this her uniform or style of dressing or whatever that you found issue. After it has been taken care of, then the child can be brought back to school. Okay, so sometimes these parents, they know that they are doing something wrong. They work with their children. Some of them work with their children, so they will quickly drop the child and zoom off. Or some of them sincerely, they may have forgotten or something, so they just drop the child and they zoom off to work. You send another message to the parents, and you can decide to bring the child outside the classroom or take the child to another class where the child would stay for the time being, so that when the child gets home, the child can tell mommy, I was taken outside the classroom because of my hair or because of my grooming or whatever, so that other children will know that something has been done about this vice that the child is bringing up, or this particular behavior that is coming up from a particular child, so that others will know, so it will serve as a deterrent for other children, so that they don't start copying the wrong thing that will cause a problem to the school and the teachers in general. So please, it is a case of hair. It is not your duty to lose the child's hair or to cut the child's hair as a teacher. It is not your duty to start touching the child's hair when you are not. It's not just that you are helping the child to pack the hair. You've started losing the hair, or you even start cutting the hair. Please, especially cutting a child's hair, because that was what the teacher in that video did. She cut the child's hair and the parents came for war. She could not. The comments, I went down to read the comments. The people were saying she deserved what she got and all that. I couldn't say much. I just gave out my own tips on what ought to have been done. I mentioned that the teacher shot herself in the on the foot because she has already made us handicapped. We could not even plead her case. We could not even say that the parents were wrong, even though the woman tore her dress and treated her in all sorts of ways. She was wrong. She was wrong. So don't push yourself against the wall, that someone in such a way that don't put yourself in a tight corner that someone will not even be able to speak up for you as a teacher. So it is not your duty to cut a child's hair or even to start losing the child's hair when the parents have not given you permission to do that. If they come back and claim that they have a family tradition that you have broken, that no one else touches the child's hair, and they claim damages, you and they're able to prove it, you would likely pay. Or they claim that the child has a particular sickness that stops people or stops anyone from suddenly cutting their hair or whatever. People can come up with a lot of stories. They charge you, you will likely be found guilty of whatever it is they charge you with. So please, let's be guided. Let's be guided. Let's be guided as a school, as a teacher. There are some things you shouldn't do. Don't be too overzealous that you start cutting a child's hair because you saw that the child brought a particular hairstyle that is not allowed in the school. Follow due process. Inform the parents. Send an email. People are so scared of emails. Send an email to them, let them read it. If it's possible, send a WhatsApp message. If it's possible, call them on phone, put it on record that you called them. record your conversation with them, put it in writing. If you have a communication diary for the child, write it in the child's communication diary that this hair is not allowed in the school. Follow these processes, and if nothing is still done, when the child is brought to school, right there at the gate, send the child back home until they do the needful, until they do the right thing. So this is all from me. Don't go ahead and cut a child's hair or any other thing that would put you in a tight corner that people would not be able to plead for you, or you won't even have a ground to speak for yourself. Please do not do something that will be self-destructive to your organization and to your career, your profession as a teacher. That's all for now. Please, if you enjoyed this video, you got value from the video, please share, like, comment, ask your questions. Just share and like and even subscribe. Thank you so much for all the love. Bye for now. I remain Miss Iroka Purpose Uchechi, that 21st century teacher of yours. Thank you for always sharing my videos and liking. Bye for now.